It's summer, a travel season, and if you follow this channel for a while, you know how much I like to paint outside and bring my sketchbooks with me when I travel. Small sketchbooks are always at my side. But in this video, I want to suggest you 5 different art supplies that you can bring in your travel kit with you or en plein air painting that are not as obvious as they could seem to be. My name is Luigi, also known on social media as Illustrazioni di Lut, and I'm a physicist and a self-taught artist. This channel I'm talking about art supplies and drawing, painting, stuff like this. So if you are interested in these topics, consider to subscribe to the channel. Sketching on the go is such a joyful activity that allows you to feel in deep the moment, enjoy your day or just the activity you're doing on a different plan, or really observe what you are looking if you are, for example, in urban sketching situation. It's nice to try to expand your limits with art supplies that you wouldn't consider to bring with you, maybe ink, gouache, and they are not that portable, but actually they could be with some later adjustment. So let's go in the topic and start with this. Welcome back to the other side of the camera. In particular, I want to focus in this video on 5 different art supplies that are not that obvious you can bring with you. The first one is a bit usual, I would say. It's a brush case or a travel case. What is nice in this one is that it's very light and it seems quite big, but what is nice is that you can fit almost everything in this. You see, you can easily fit a small watercolor palette, one of these saturating the internet in the past months. You can fit your pen set, your brushes as well, of course, and you can easily flip it. What is nice is that you can use this part over here to flip it, and you have your brushes ready to be grabbed and always visible. Something I'm using in every single trip in the last period. It's from Plein. I will leave you the link in the description to all the material I'm talking about in this video. So back to the travel palette. You saw many different watercolor palettes, small one, big one, tin, wood, plastic materials, whatever. But maybe you haven't seen a proper solution for gouache or tempera. This materials indeed is not as portable as watercolor, but it can be easily reactivated with water. I was trying to find a solution to push myself using more this wonderful medium, which is not as obvious as watercolor to me. But for example, I managed to paint something on the go in these last holidays I had, and I think I want to share with you how I did it. I have this very simple palette, plastic one, with this leak-proof solution. It's silicone, and I use the backside as palette as well, as you can see. And the moisture level of the gouache is kept for quite few days, I would say at least a couple of weeks. And you can easily reactivate with a pipette or whatever spray, a little bit drop of water inside, and let a couple of minutes leave, and then they are easily reactivated. They never crack, they never dry completely. I can show you maybe with my finger. So you see, it's definitely not dry at all. In couple of 100 grams you can have your portable gouache palette. Third art supplies that is not as obvious as it could be for traveling is this sponge. That is not a normal one. It's from Borciani Bonazzi. You could find other brand as well making this. It's specifically for watercolor, but I use also for gouache. And what is particular is that it's stiff. Indeed, it's called La pietra, means stone, and it can be reactivated with water easily, and then you use this with your brush. You can cut pieces, for example, to fit in a small palette of yours, and it's absorbing way more water than a normal paper tissue or paper towel. And of course that means also that you are saving a lot of it. So also no environmental waste. I will show you right now how it is when I put it in the water. So to make it bendable again, I actually had to add quite a good amount of water in it. And now it's humid and it's soft again. That means it can absorb really a huge amount of water from your brushes. And also when it's wet, you can put it inside your brush case like this if you want. So it has no encumbrance. There are some holes here that prevent from mold inside your case in case you leave it for a while. So no problem about that. As you see, I like to bring with me my favorite pens at the moment, that are these Uniball, very generic ones you can find in every shop all around the world, I guess. They are waterproof and they give a very nice and stable flow of the ink. So for sketching, it's great. For example, I like sketching with those. How do I get these shades? This is my nephew, by the way. And quick shades you can get with the fourth item I want to introduce today. That is this brush pen, but it's not normal brush pen. It's what? An empty brush pen, but maybe you don't know that you can create your own ink brush pen by mixing a good amount of water with a small amount of your favorite ink. I already did in the past with a black one, with the Winsor & Newton black, and now I did for a Payne's Gray, and I'm planning to do it for these two guys over here with other colors. The recommendation I have for you is that you need to leave, let's say, at least 2/3 or maybe even more of water inside the brush, because ink is very drying. It covers quite a lot. So you need to find your balance. If you want to create your specific tint, you need to mix and make some experimentation. I did as well on a small palette some experimentation with different colors to get the Payne's Gray. In the end, I chose for black and indigo mixing, like I guess 50-50, maybe more indigo. As I said, keep a lot of water in it, otherwise you are gonna dry immediately your brush tip and it's not gonna be usable anymore. This brush pen here you can buy 3 for very cheap price, so you can create your own palette. And this is very nice. Also on such a lightweight paper like this, to get quick shades in your sketches on the go. The last item, not the obvious travel sketching item, art supply I want to talk about is this spray that is particularly developed by Derwent for watercolor effect, because it's not spraying normally, but it's very diffusing. That means that if you use it far from the piece of paper, it's not going to reactivate your watercolor and keep the moisture quite well. Also, it's compact, so you can keep it in your brush case as well. I don't know if there are any brands doing as this quality as this, but yeah, it's kind of pricey for what it is, but still, it's just a plastic spray, so they cannot ask more than 5 or 6 euro, I think. As I said, the effect is particularly good. So I'm gonna link this guy in description as well as the other materials. And if you enjoyed this video, I suggest you to watch this one next. If the video was helpful, please leave a like and subscribe the channel. I thank you for watching so far. I wish you happy holidays, and I wish you particularly a creative travel. So thanks again and see you in the next video. Bye.